That outcome is severe. Smith County District Attorney Jacob Putman and his team of prosecutors are not playing around. They are aggressively seeking to revoke Mahomes Sr.'s probation entirely and are pushing for the maximum sentence of 10 years in state prison for the original 2024 felony DWI conviction.
Your son is one of the best quarterbacks in football. You play professional, I believe, baseball. You got to be able to fight your demons.
Patrick Mahomes Sr. is sitting inside a Texas jail cell right now with no way out. Prosecutors had proposed 10 years, but this time, the father of the NFL's biggest star might be looking at a more serious sentencing. His ankle monitor told the whole story, and what it revealed was way shocking. Arrested again, prosecutors given 10 years. On Tuesday, February 3rd, 2026, Patrick Mahomes Sr., the 55-year-old former Major League Baseball pitcher and father of Kansas City Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes II, walked into a scheduled meeting with his probation officer in Tyler, Texas, and never walked out a free man. Authorities had already obtained a warrant, and when Mahomes Sr. showed up thinking this was just another routine check-in, he was placed under arrest without incident and booked into Smith County Jail. And here is the part that makes this whole situation feel like some kind of cruel cosmic joke. That arrest happened on exactly the same date, February 3rd, precisely 2 years to the day after his previous DWI arrest back in 2024. You truly cannot make this kind of timing up if you tried. Fast forward to this year, February, the reason Mahomes Sr. is being held behind bars right now, and the reason he is not going anywhere anytime soon, all comes back to one device strapped around his ankle, a SCRAM alcohol monitoring bracelet. That device was required as part of the strict probation terms he received back in September of 2024 after pleading guilty to a third-degree felony charge of driving while intoxicated.
Maybe I'm slow. I had no idea they had monitoring ankle bracelets for alcohol. So what this monitor links to your ankle, and if you drink a now alcohol, it's gonna know. Oh shit! How bad was your DUIs? Yo, God, man, you got to stop, man. That's bad.
To a third offense or more. The terms of that probation were crystal clear and left absolutely zero room for interpretation. No alcohol consumption whatsoever. Not a sip, not a taste, nothing. And yet, on January 1st, 2026, New Year's Day of all days, that ankle monitor registered a high alcohol reading, reportedly showing a transdermal alcohol concentration level of 0.045%. The alert was flagged to his probation officer on January 5th, and Mahomes Sr. subsequently submitted urine tests on both January 5th and January 9th, both of which reportedly came back negative for alcohol. But the damage from that monitor reading was already done. On top of the alcohol detection, prosecutors have also alleged that Mahomes Sr. failed to complete his required community service hours, specifically 3 hours per month for multiple months, which was another mandatory condition of his probation. So this was not just about one bad night on New Year's Eve. This was a pattern of non-compliance that prosecutors are now using to build their case for the harshest possible outcome.
And you know how bad it has to be? You're not even allowed to have a sip of alcohol, like, at all? Like, nothing? Oh, my gosh. For a person who drinks alcohol? You've never heard of it before because it's privileged. Oh, it's for the rich. Okay, and our powerful, privileged people. See, that's why thank you for letting us know that, Philip. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for letting us know that, Phil, because I had no idea.
And that outcome is severe. Smith County District Attorney Jacob Putman and his team of prosecutors are not playing around. They are aggressively seeking to revoke Mahomes Sr.'s probation entirely and are pushing for the maximum sentence of 10 years in state prison for the original 2024 felony DWI conviction.
Hold on, whoa, he said that? And they have a bracelet that goes around your wrist? What is going on? Because I don't get in trouble. I stay far away from anything named trouble. You know, my trouble days is long behind me. All these new gadgets, yo, listen, stay away from being a criminal, man. And once you're in the system, they got you. And I was watching a video with some ice shit, and a guy put a camera to the lady. She like, well, what are you doing? He's like, oh, now you're in the database. I'm like, oh shit, they can scan you and put you in the database? If that's the kind of stuff that's going on, fucked up,
fiction.
man.
If they succeed, the man who once pitched in the big leagues and raised one of the greatest quarterbacks in NFL history could spend the next decade of his life behind bars. A judge has ordered him to remain in custody without bond until a hearing scheduled for March 9, 2026, before Judge Kerry Russell in the 7th District Court, where he will finally have the opportunity to contest these allegations. Until that day comes, he is not going anywhere. This is a man who has vouched to stay out of trouble and couldn't control his excitement following his attendance to the Super Bowl.
Y'all don't want me to do all that again.
No, but how excited are you?
I got a special blend. I'm very excited, man. I mean, going back to another Super Bowl, you know, it's more than anybody could even imagine.
Following news of his recent arrest and being back in jail, the public reaction has been a mixture of disappointment, frustration, and genuine concern for the Mahomes family. Social media erupted with commentary from every angle imaginable. Many expressed deep sympathy for Patrick Mahomes II, acknowledging the incredible personal toll this situation must take on a man who is trying to lead his team during one of the biggest stretches of the NFL calendar. Others were far less sympathetic toward the father, pointing to the undeniable pattern of repeated alcohol-related incidents and arguing that this time, real prison time is the only appropriate consequence. Comments like, "Again, give him some hard time before he kills someone," flooded discussion threads. Meanwhile, some questioned why this was even making national news, with remarks like, "This is sad, but why make this news? Let them deal with this in private," reflecting a divide between those who see this as public accountability and those who view it as an invasion of family privacy during a painful chapter. As for Patrick Mahomes II himself, the three-time Super Bowl champion has maintained his characteristic silence on the matter. As of early February 2026, Mahomes has not made any public statements specifically addressing his father's latest arrest or the probation violation.
I think just knowing that it hurt me woke him up to know that, like, you can't keep doing the same things.
I called him, you know, right after, and I told him, I said, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that it's taken away from your time and focus.
He has historically been incredibly private about his father's legal troubles, and this time is no different. The last time he spoke publicly about the situation was back in August of 2025, during an episode of ESPN's Chiefs Kingdom docuseries, where he opened up about the 2024 DWI arrest. He admitted that answering questions about it during Super Bowl preparation was one of the most difficult things he has had to do, and said that knowing that it hurt me woke him up, referring to his father recognizing the pain his actions caused. Those words feel especially heavy now, knowing what has transpired since. But this 2026 arrest did not come out of thin air. It is the latest chapter in a long and troubling history of alcohol-related offenses that stretches back years. Mahomes Sr.'s first documented DWI came in 2018 when he was arrested in Texas for what was classified as his second offense. He pleaded guilty and was sentenced in 2019 to 40 days in jail, which he served on weekends over the course of roughly a year, from February 2019 through February 2020, to accommodate his personal schedule. That should have been the wake-up call. It was not. Then came February 3rd, 2024, just 8 days before Super Bowl 58, where his son would go on to lead the Chiefs to victory over the San Francisco 49ers. On that night, Mahomes Sr. was pulled over during a routine traffic stop in Tyler, Texas, around 8:30 in the evening. Officers discovered an open beer can sitting in plain view in the center console. His vehicle registration had been expired since September of 2022, and a blood test revealed his blood alcohol content was 0.23, nearly 3 times the legal limit of 0.08 in the state of Texas. He was charged with DWI third offense or more, a third-degree felony punishable by up to 10 years in prison. He was